welcome to day 17 of our 40 days of prayer. My name is Steve Kyle, and this Daniel chapter 9, the chapter that Mark Batterson goes through in this particular chapter of Do Not Delay, is a great chapter. I encourage you to read the whole thing, because the whole thing is a prayer from verse 4 through verse 19. And the first thing Daniel does is confesses his sin and the sin of the children of Israel before God, before he ever gets to the point of his petition about turning away his anger, God's anger toward them. Because this time frame of this chapter is at the end of the 70 years of captivity. The reason I want to point that out is that should be the first part of our prayers too. 1 John 1:9 says, if we confess our sin, he's faithful and just to forgive us our sin and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. And man, that should start our prayers, because the first thing we need to do is confess our dependence on him. God wants to answer our prayers. He doesn't want to delay. But the first part of a healthy prayer, so to speak, is our dependence on him, our dependence on Christ, because it's only because he sent Jesus Christ, his son, to pay the price for our sin, that we have a relationship with him at all. The other aspect of this, acknowledging our position before him, is really illustrated by Jesus Christ himself in Matthew 26:39, when in the Garden of Gethsemane, when he prays 3 times that he wouldn't have to do what he was going to have to do. And he got an answer of no, no, and no. The first thing he did there, and that verse says, he fell on his face. He was just flat out before God, that his will was totally, completely subjected to whatever God wanted, whatever that was, whatever the price was, he was willing to do that. And that's how our prayers should start as well. If we want God not to delay, we need to acknowledge our place as the created being before the Creator. And then he wants to answer our prayers. So I encourage you, continue to pray, confessing our position before him, acknowledging that he's the one on the throne in our lives. God bless you. Thanks so much, and you have a great day.